All right, I think we're live. This is the first time that I did this YouTube thing. So I will just wait and get confirmation that I'm actually on. And let's see. I wish I could see some chat, but I can't. Oh, we have one viewer, so I must be live. This must be good. I cannot see a chat, and I don't want to press anything because my luck, I press something and the whole thing like shuts down. So I'm looking to make sure that I can't figure out the whole chat thing. That's okay. So I'm gonna wait a couple minutes, guys. Okay, good, I'm on. I just took some Energize, and the only reason why is because I have a headache. I feel like it's better than taking Tylenol. So I took some Energize because I'm excited to share this with you guys. Okay, so let's kick this off. My name is Tara Bialek. I am a SuperStar Diamond elite coach for the past 3 years. I started coaching under Mindy. Mindy's my upline, and I started coaching 2013 in August. And a lot of you guys know my story, but I kind of want to share just a little bit of it and how I started, just that whole beginning time for me. And I got started because, and I've been reflecting on this lately because I think it's so important to reflect on why you started, what brought you to Beachbody, and why do you coach? Like, what really drives you in this business? And when I started, it wasn't because I wanted to create an income. I didn't really get that part. I just wanted to get into a community of other women, other moms, working moms, because I was working at the time. And I wanted to find value again in myself because I was a busy mom of 3. Like, my kids, they were not telling me how great I was. Let me just tell you that. They weren't encouraging me. It was all give. If you guys know, like, being a mom of little ones, that's how it is, and even older kids. But I wanted to kind of surround myself with other women that were on a health and fitness journey. And if I could help someone and teach them what I was learning, because I didn't know anything or everything, if I can do that, then that would be amazing. That would be everything to me. I would love to do that as a hobby, right? Or as a career, whatever. So once I jumped in, I was teaching. My husband was a teacher. I had 3 kids, 5 and under. It was crazy. And I remember thinking, okay, I really, really enjoy this. I really want to continue this. How do I fit it in? So I started fitting in early morning. I did sacrifice. So I sacrificed my sleep. Early morning, I woke up, I would work. I would work during lunchtime, and then I would work at night when my kids went to bed. And I started to see some growth, and I started to have more of a vision of where I wanted this to go, and more of just kind of like a drive to see what can happen. Then I started seeing other people's stories and listening to the National Wake Up Call. And I'm like, wow, like, this is legit something that I can really make big. If I put my mind to it, these people are normal. Why can't I do it? I don't know if it's pausing for you guys, but my internet is not that great. So, you know, that's what happened. And I just gave it my all. I didn't jump in with a toe. I didn't kind of dabble and I didn't say to myself, oh, let me see how it goes in a month or 3 months. I said, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be here in a year. I'm going to be here in 2 years. I'm going to be here in 10 years. Because guess what? This has changed my life, not just financially. That's a tiny part of it. But I am a totally different person. And in life, this personal growth that I've experienced is necessary. Is necessary in all parts of my life. So there's no way that I could not do this. There's no way that this wouldn't be for me. And I'll talk a little bit about that later. But right now, I kind of just want to share with you guys, you know, what does it mean no one left behind? And coming from a teacher background, No Child Left Behind was big when I was teaching. And I just feel like a lot of times as coaches, we have these goals set for ourselves, like, okay, I have to hit Success Club, or I have to do this, or I have to get this person, and that our intentions and our stress level of that gets in the way of our conversations and gets in the way of our goals of what we really want to do, is to serve people and bring people on and love them and help them, right? And I feel like sometimes that gets in the way and people feel it. When you're stressed about this business, people feel it. When you don't find joy in this business, people feel it. You will not attract people that you want to attract if you have those feelings. And if you do have those feelings, and I'm going to talk about some ways to help with that, but Trina Gray did a great national wake-up call yesterday about that, and finding joy in the business, finding joy in what you're doing. And she talked about something that was really, really powerful. And it was, there's many ways to win. So there's many ways to run this business. And that's the coolest part of this. There's many ways to run your social media. There's many ways to run different challenge groups. There's many ways to create challenge groups. There's many ways to recruit. There is not one specific way that works for everyone. And from the get-go, I got that. And I think that helped me. That's why I researched what other people were doing that were like me. So I would watch different ways to talk about the business, like different videos. And then I would be like, okay, that girl resonates with me. I like what her vibe. That's totally how I want to start doing it. So it was things like the people that hit home for me. Some people, they do it a certain way and it just doesn't work with me. And that's okay. And that's how you guys have your own journey, right? We all have our own journey. There is no right way to do everything or anything, but you have to try. You can't just sit there and be like, well, I don't know where I want to go. I don't know what fits for me, and not do anything. Okay, action. You have to take action, and it's all trial and error. So there are many ways to win. That's why you see so many different leaders as top coaches in our business. They're all different. They're not the same person. You know, they have different hobbies. They have different likes. They're different people. Some are male, some are female, whatever. It's because there's different ways of running this business. So you find what ways it fits in with your lifestyle, with your values, with what you want out of this. And that's what I'm going to talk about, how this is like just like a platform for you guys. And knowing that really helps you expand on like where you go with it. Okay. So, think about this for now. I want you to think about this, because this is going to set the stage for everything. If you listen to the call, the National Wake Up Call yesterday, is going to help even more. But when you think about what brings you joy, or a need in your life, what are you thinking about? For me, I'll give you an example. Lately, okay, this is lately, my kids were just going and eating the crappiest food, right? They, like, my daughter's okay, but my boys, they would just pick, they would not have good choices when they ate. I was really busy. And as in building this business, I've been busy, right? So some things that I've kind of let the nutrition go for them. Not that they're all like, you know, getting McDonald's and all that crap all the time. No. But I know I could be better. So what I did was, like, how can I help my family become healthier together and help myself stay accountable? Well, that's why we opened up this Warrior Parent movement, okay? Mindy's very knowledgeable about it. I need help in it, but I can relate to a lot of those women that are going through the same thing I'm going through. We're just rushing to get dinner on the table. I can fuel my body healthy, like with healthy foods, whole foods. But when it comes to my kids, if they give me an attitude, you know, it was kind of like I wasn't fighting it, right? I wasn't fighting the fight. I was being lazy about it. So that was a need for me in my life at this season. So when there's a need, it's something I grow to be passionate about. Like, I love nutrition. I would love to encourage them to eat more nutritious foods. I was just being lazy about it, like a lot of parents are. So there was a need. That's why we created this group. So when we create challenge groups, guys, when you create challenge groups, you really have to be joyful and passionate about it. Honestly, like if you're not joyful about running a 21-day fix group again and again and again, you have to change it. You have to change it. And like Trina was talking about, like your, what is something that is, drives you? What is something that you find joy in doing? A couple, like last year, for me, it was the Miracle Morning. That's what my focus was on because I needed help in that area. I started to do it, I mastered it, and then I wanted to teach other people about it. That's the same thing we do as leaders. We learn something, we start doing it, we master it, and then we teach our downline or our coaches about it. So just in general, like that's what a coach is all about. And you have to find something that you're truly passionate about, you truly want to do, and then it pours into every part of your business, okay? So what do I mean by that? So if you find something that, say you're a new mom and you have babies, little babies at home. And this was me in the beginning, as finding time for myself and encouraging other working moms how to incorporate fitness and health into their lives and healthy, meals for their family, quick ones, because I was working, I didn't have the time, So I want to just encourage you guys to find something, think about things, make a list. Make a list of either things you want to be better at as a mom, as a woman, as a man, whoever you are, things that you really find joy in and helping other people with. And then you create your plan, your game plan around that. Around it. That is like the big idea. And then you create your game plan around it. So for example, ours is the Warrior Parent Movement, where like get school age younger kids to eat healthier, to make better choices, to be active in front instead of being on their iPads. These are things that I'm dealing with daily with my kids, so I can relate 100%. That's why I'm so passionate about it. And I see the difference in my kids when we do take away the iPad or when we do fuel them with the right foods, their behavior changes, everything changes. This is like, I could talk to you guys about it because I see the difference. It's so powerful to change families. So I talk about it. I talk about it on my Instagram stories. I talk about it in my posts. I talk about it behind the scenes. That is the key and crucial part when I'm in conversations with people, when I'm talking to people about what I'm doing, I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this. And I don't want to leave anyone behind. And I'm going to get into my invitation process with you guys and how I don't leave anyone behind. And I think it's really important not to. And now, know that other people may do this a different way. So I'm just going to share my experience and share what I do. But I do think it's really powerful. The more excited you are about something, the more people that are going to join you, because they sense it. If you're just posting to throw up a challenge group post because you have to hit Success Club and you want to fill a 21-day group and you're kind of like about it, and you're posting the same sweaty selfie or the same workout picture or the same thing every single day for the past 3 years or whatever, people are going to get turned off, right? And I don't mean that to be harsh, but if you think about it, if you've been seeing the same thing from the same person for the past 3 years, it's going to get old, right? Things change. Now the process doesn't, the things that we're doing doesn't change, but we find new things that are in the season of your life that you can do. Like, you be creative with what you're doing. So again, think about your season of life and think about what can help other people in the same season. And those are the people you talk to. Those are the people you start conversations with at your kid's soccer game. Those are the people that, you invite to this. And guys, inviting doesn't mean you have to get the thing like that, this cloud. I know it's a cloud that is over a lot of people's heads. That it's like, oh, if I invite this person that I just started talking to, she's going to know I just want to sell, and oh my gosh, and I can't. You have that here. That's what it's going to feel like to someone else. Okay? You have to let it go. You have to let it go and think to yourself, I'm here to help no matter if they buy something from me or not. That is my mentality. And if you're struggling with that, read The Go-Giver. And I know Mindy talks about that a lot, but I'm telling you, that is everything. That will be erased from your mind, and you will not ever leave with that. See, when it's right here in your mind at the forefront, and you're like, oh my gosh, it comes across. It comes across, and then you're awkward. Don't do that, right? So, okay, get excited and invite. This is what I do. These are my 5 steps. So I don't do slides. I don't have slides because I didn't know how I was going to work this, and I didn't want to screw it up. So I do not have slides for this, but I can break it down for you very simply. You just have to grab a piece of paper and a pen, or type it out on your computer, and we'll get right to it. Okay, 5 steps. I'm taking out notes because I don't want to miss anything, and I know when I wing it, I do. Okay, the first one is you want to find the reason behind a change. So when you're talking to someone behind the scenes, and I heard that Janelle always said this from when I started, when someone presents a need, you invite, right? So what is the reason behind someone's change? If they reach out to you and say, I really need to fix the way my family eats. And you know why they're doing this? They're reaching out because you're constantly talking about it. So people should know when they go to your page or they go to your Instagram stories what you're doing. Like, they should know that you're not just working out, that you're not just drinking a shake. What are you doing? What are you inviting to? What kind of group or vision do you have for the people you're working with? Are you shouting out the people that are going through whatever you're doing? Are you showing a screenshot on your Instagram stories of something from your group? Whatever it is, they should know what you're doing from going to your page, okay? So that's how you get people to interact with you, and then you would also reach out to your likers, the people that are commenting, the people that are watching your stories. There's so much to choose from when you're consistently adding to your network. And you want to know what's the reason behind their change. And I'll tell you guys, a lot of times for us in the season that I'm in, it's because they want to be a better role model for their kids. They want their kids to have a good foundation of healthy eating or a healthy lifestyle, and not just like mom's on a diet type of mentality, right? So I really ask questions. I just usually ask them, like, where do they see themselves in 30 days? I want them to envision themselves. I don't want to ask them what they want to change. I want to ask them where they see themselves. This really gets them to think about where they actually do see themselves, where they want to be in 30 days. What kind of things, activities, would they be doing that's different from what they're doing now? So those are some of the questions that I ask. And I ask, how would their life change? Like, how would your life change and your family's life change in a month if you are consistently doing this? And when they're talking out loud about this, it's so powerful because they're sharing where they see themselves. So they're being a visionary, and that's what we want. We want people to use vision as a motivator, right? Then they're talking about how it would impact their life and their family's life. And then the second thing I like to do is find out, where they're at with workouts. Do they work out? I always ask, are you working out now, or have you in the past? Yes, I have in the past. Well, then what kind of workouts did you like? I do not want them to do something they hate. So for me to say 21-day fix for you is not okay, because not everyone likes that stuff. Maybe someone likes to dance. Maybe someone likes to do yoga, whatever it is. You want to find out what they like. And then I always ask if they've ever worked out at home, because you can find out a lot about a person if they've ever worked out at home. Most people have. Most people have, and then they'll say at this point, but I'm never motivated enough to keep it up. I don't have, I'm never accountable enough. So I don't have the support at home, so I just stop. Like, no one's keeping track of me, right? So then you can talk about, I felt the same way, and this is what I found because of the groups I'm in. I would never stay on track. Like, I'm not motivated to do it by myself. I need other people. I need a community, and that's when you start talking about the community. And then I always ask them what their struggle with. So the third thing is the struggle of nutrition. Like, what's the biggest thing that they struggle with in nutrition? Is it sweets? Is it, eating at night? Whatever it is. And then you can talk to them a little bit about this. Now, here's the thing with my 5-step invitation process. I don't spend 5 years talking to someone? Guys, these are simple questions, and I don't like, it doesn't have to be that you've talked to them for 3 years about this, then you can invite. No, 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 no. Like, this is the invitation process. It doesn't, you getting to know them doesn't have to take a long time. It really doesn't. And if they're ready, they're going to join you. And if they're not ready, they're going to still join you, because I'm going to show you how. The fourth thing is I talk to them about their success in the group. And I share that I know that they will be successful. I believe in them. So I believe in them before they believe in themselves. I tell them that I'm going to walk with them. I'm going to hold their hand through this. I'm going to struggle with them. I'm going to be there for them. I actually give them a Google number, and it's directly on my phone as a text. And so they can reach out to me if they're going to a restaurant or they don't want to post in the group. They can reach out to me privately. Now, I've also set expectations in business hours, and they get an email with this when they first join as a challenger. So it's not like a free-for-all, like you can, you know, because guys, this is a business. You have to also remember that. You can't be at everyone's beck and call at all times, because if you set that tone early on, it's really hard to break. Let me just tell you that from experience. Okay, the next step, options. So once you talk to them about how you know they're going to succeed in this, how you know that this is the right fit because of X, Y, and Z of what they explained to you, I either get them on the phone or I send them a video of something I created. So I definitely recommend you guys creating a short little video, 5 minutes long maybe, talking about the group, or if you do it on the app, the app. So I would talk about the warrior parent movement. I talk about how passionate I am, how I know their family's life is going to change, how the accountability is so fantastic, and how the group is so fun, and how there's prizes and blah, blah, blah. And I know, and I talk to them directly in the video. It's not like, hey guys, it's, I know you are going to rock this with me. This is going to be a turning point in your family's life, and I can't wait to see you. Or I can't wait to do this with you, whatever. If you have a tool like that, it's so easy to send it to people. It's so easy for people to feel how passionate you are. And I know those of you that hear me speak know that I talk about this all the time. So I'm just like preaching to the choir, but know that videos work. Getting them on the phone too, it's better than typing all this up. You could do it on voice messenger too, whatever works for you. But I definitely love the video aspect of it, because I used to do a different video every month depending on my challenge group. Okay, and then after they see the video, you could tell them what is included in this in the video, or you don't have to. You just can tell them what it's like, okay? And then after they say, oh, this sounds great, I'd love to join. Now here is what I just started to do. And I've got this from another coach, so I'm gonna give you 2 options here. It's called a menu, okay? And I'm gonna post mine for you guys in the team page. But it's basically a menu like you would see at a spa. It's called Customize Your Journey. And it basically walks them through a couple of the different packages. And what I did with this menu is I included a top, like it's go time, it's the accelerated package, and it's the 205 package with the 3-day refresh, right? So it's the most expensive. And then it goes down from there. $160 for the challenge pack, and I talk about the performance line or Shakeology. And then there's Shakeology in there as nutrition first, because some people, guys, are very overwhelmed by the whole, oh, I have to work out, I have to do the meal plan, I have to drink Shakeology. It's like, oh, it consumes them, right? It's overwhelming. They don't want anything to do with it. They don't even want to put a toe in right now because of this. So if you were just like, well, listen, your nutrition, you can't work out, you're, have an injury, or they're going through therapy, whatever it is, let's start you off with Shakeology, okay? So here's the thing, guys, we have so many options. Like, it doesn't have to be one or nothing, and for a long time in my business, I thought it had to be. It doesn't, and I found more success when you offer more options. And then the last one is Fitness First, which is the on-demand for $99. Netflix of Fitness talks a little bit about that. But you could see it goes in order, and I'll share it with you guys. Here's the thing. you're talking to them, they see your video, you're talking about a group, they know that it's going to cost something, okay? Now you're giving it to them. This is the ball's in their court. They can pick from this menu. Just like you go to a spa, there's a menu. You're going to the spa for a reason. You're not going to look at the menu and then walk out and be like, I'm good. I'm good. You know, they're talking to you for a reason. They're not going to, unless they're not serious, which can be in some cases. But if you're talking to your kind of people, that's the key thing here. The key thing. The people that you know are struggling with these things that you're putting your group together, you're surrounding your group around, those people that would find so much value in this group, and like you would be friends with them in reality, like not on social media, but in real life, then they're going to pick something on this menu. And a lot of times it is the Fit for Life Challenge pack pick. But I have found, even since I started using this, that I've had 2 people buy It's Go Time, which is the challenge pack with the 3-day refresh, which I never talk about usually. I never used to. But now, since using this menu, it gives them all these options, okay? So this is something that is, I don't know why we didn't do this before, but a friend of mine told me about it. I revamped it to kind of fit. I wanted to include nutrition and Shakeology in there so they could see the value of Shakeology alone compared to the challenge pack. And so with that being said, guys, I really, really love the menu, but I do think it's important to still have that video to talk to them initially about it. So you could talk to them in the video about the group, about the app, if you're using the app, and how cool and convenient it is, things that are going on in your group. You could even talk a little bit about BOD, or bring them into a behind the scenes look of BOD, because once they see that behind the scenes, like that's usually like, wow, like I get all this, holy crow. Then you give them the menu and they're like, okay, which one am I going to pick? And you can walk them through it. You could talk them through it, whatever you'd like. But I do think the menu works. And if you don't have a menu, or you don't want to use it, you can definitely just do what I've always done, was in voice messenger, I talk them through. Like after they watch the video, I say, does BOD sound like something that you would like? It has so many options. We can find just the right program for you, just the right meal plan. And usually they're, yes, I want to do this. How much is it? And then I break it down with everything they're getting. And then I tell them it's $160 for the best package. But if you wanted to get more, I would tell them about the $205. Now, here's the thing. If someone doesn't respond, or if someone is like, and you always want to end in a question, like, can I save you? I always say, can I save you a spot? Or I can't wait to start working with you. Are you ready to go right now? Something like to get them to move. I have 2 spots left. We close registration tonight. Something to get them to move. And if I don't hear back from them, or they respond where it's too expensive, I don't have money, I wanted something free, whatever, or they don't respond, I will reach back out to them, or I will, if they say they can't afford it, I will tell them they could totally still join my group. And I know this is crazy for some people, but I tell them they could join, because why not? Like, why not have them join me with a free account? They have to be a free account under me. Like, I have to be their coach, right? It's just a free account unless they wanted to do the 2-week trial, which is fine. We'll talk a little bit about, I talk to them about either way. You know what you can also do at this time? Talk to them about Clean Week instead. Like, say, hey, I know that you said it was too expensive. Why don't we just start you off with 7 days of Shakeology so you could try it, and Clean Week, and you could still be a part of my group. I could still help you 100%. You could get the accountability in my group and have the fun and all of that, and see if this is a good fit for you. So guys, see how there's so many options? The Clean Week is so much cheaper, obviously, and it's almost like a sample of what we have to offer. They're in your group. What are they seeing in your group? They're loving it. They're showing up. They're seeing other people post about working out with their kids. They're seeing other moms post healthy meals that they use. They're loving the vibe in it. They're listening to a guest speaker speak on whatever. Like, guys, if you make your group fun and you're really passionate about, they're going to sense it and feel it. And guess what's going to happen after their trial is up, or those free people that you have in there just kind of watching what's going to happen next month or a week later. You're going to see an order or a challenge pack be in place on your, because they've seen the menu, guys. They know what we have to offer. They may contact you and just say, hey, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm going to do this as a Christmas present, or I'm going to do this with my best friend and get her to come over and do it with me. Like, guys, that's it. Once they're a part of your tribe, they will end up buying. We can't go at it where it's like all or nothing. And if I don't get Success Club points right away from this person, that's it. I'm just going to keep them on my follow-up list. No, bring them in. Now, you might not want to bring them into your regular group. You can have a free group that's ongoing. That's fine. I like to keep it simple. I like to bring them on in my regular group. I just feel like they get to see me and my best self because I'm putting a lot of effort into it. But I do, and I know people are like, well, you know, if I give them everything, then they're never going to buy. That's not true at all. And Shalene always says that too. The more value you can give, the better. They're more connected they are to you. The more they want to be a part of this, the more they want to then become a coach and have fun doing it. And they love our community. You know, I just feel like that is the route you want to take because of what we have to offer them. Now, what I do special for my people that buy challenge packs, I do treat them a little bit differently. Not that I like love them even more, no, but I do offer special things. Like I might send them a book sometime. Like if they just sign up, sometimes I'll send them like the Energy Bus or a book that I'm reading. I also included this. I do a weekly dinner meal plan for families. And anyone that has bought a challenge pack or is on Shakeology or Daily Sunshine, we send them this meal plan every Friday. So they're getting that added value from being a paid customer too. So you can do stuff like that. You can do only like if you have fun prizes and games and giveaways, those can only be for your paid customers. 100%. If that's the route you want to take, they can definitely just, like you can say, okay, this is for the challengers that, you know, are on Shakeology. We're going to do this week and you get this prize. So you can do that too. You can make it special for those that do buy, and those that do buy, you may offer them like a one-on-one call with you, like once, I mean, to start off, maybe after they buy their challenge pack. There are so many creative things that you could do special for that person that it doesn't have to, like, you don't have to feel like, you know, the ones that are buying aren't getting special attention. And let me tell you guys this too. They're getting a challenge pack. They're getting bond. They're getting so much for their money. Like, guys, they're getting the best deal. Okay. So I definitely encourage you to not like leave those that don't respond to you hanging. Like if they don't respond, just respond back a week later and just say, hey girl, I'm just catching up with you. I know it's been crazy. You know, no worries that you didn't get back to me. I'm just like trying to finish off putting my finishing touches on this group. I'd love to have you in there. You know, we do have other options if this doesn't fit for you, but what I shared before didn't fit your needs, but I really want you to be in this no matter what. Like something like that. Like I want you a part of this no matter what. Like if you wanted to just check it out and just, you know, get a free membership or whatever. Like guys, have that conversation with them, you know, because it might not be a Success Club 2 points for this month, but it will be. And I'm not saying to go at it thinking that. Go at it thinking you're bringing as many women like you or men like you into your own community to help and serve, because that is the freaking reason why we were put on this planet. That is the reason. Beachbody is a platform for that. That is the way we have to look at things. I mean, that's when I first started, that's how I looked at it. Beachbody was the platform. It had the best products because I've used them and I still do. It has the best community, the best people, the best CEO ever, right? But it's the platform, it's the vehicle. I am the driver. This is just something we're using, and I could share with my my people to use, right? That will help them, but I am that driver. I am the driving force. I am the reason people sign up with me. It's not because of, T25. They could buy that anywhere. It's you. It's you. And when you find your joy in your business, when you find your passion, when you find what you like to do, that's when all of this comes out. And people are like, yes, I want to join you. Yes, I want what you have. Why are you so excited about life? I need that. I need that positivity. Like I'm freaking yelling. I'm sorry. Thank God no it's all. Okay, so what can you do now? Here's your to-dos. I did good, like 35 minutes. That's good for me. Okay. Remember, there's no right or wrong way to do this. If you want to do a separate free group, great. I just like to keep things simple and easy, right? Plus, those people that are kind of in there for free, you could always revisit. Like if you haven't heard from them, the next month you'd be like, hey, it's time. Let's do this. January's coming or a new program's coming out. Like, let's do this, girl. Like we're doing this together. So you can do it whatever way you feel comfortable with, but I definitely want to encourage you to think outside the box a little bit. Take action. Okay. So you can absorb all of this. And like, I know we hear this a lot, like, oh, I needed what you said. I needed it. No, guys, you have so much knowledge in your head from this business. You need the joy. You need the joy and to find out what's in here. This doesn't take me to help you. It doesn't take so-and-so. It takes you to dig in. Ask yourself where you are in your life right now. Ask yourself what is helping you or could help you, and that could help others because people are in the same boat you are, right? Then write it down. Make a list, right? Make a list. Team up with someone. Get a group together. Team up with 4 people, 4 new coaches, 3 leaders, whatever. Maybe you're a leader and you're like, I should do this with a couple of my discount coaches on my team. Discount coaches are the best because they're freaking excited. A lot of times they're excited. They just don't want any part of the business. So good. Let them be a little leader in your group, right? But something you're passionate about. Grab 3 friends that are like you in the same season and go for it. Talk about it. Write out some posts you're going to post on your page. When you're not posting a call to action on your page, talk about it in your regular posts, like personal development for the day. You can talk about like how you're reading the energy bus for your group. And this quote stuck out for you because of X, Y, and Z of the problems you're having with your son, or because of you being scattered in all these directions and so busy with life that you really have to focus on what's important. Someone's at my door, but I'm going to ignore it. So whatever it is, whatever it is, you guys, team up, gather your thoughts in a list and start to execute, start to talk about it. People need, a week from now, people should be looking on your page and be like, I know what she's doing. She's in this group and they're focused on this and I really should be a part of that. Yes. Talk to your person when you're posting, your person, not everyone, we know this. Advertise to your person, the same mom or the same college student, if you're a college student that's going through the same stuff you're going through, because a lot of them are. Get excited. If you're not excited, you got to find something to be excited about, like this group, this purpose, this passion you have. Now, here's the thing. All of this stuff isn't going to be exciting every second of the day. We have to own it. Like, own it. Throw in some music and freaking own it. Like, okay, sometimes it sucks. Sometimes I don't want to invite, but like if you start thinking about how this has changed your life, how this has changed your friend's life, how this has changed your son because his behavior is better, whatever, then so maybe making a list of what you're grateful for before you go out and invite people will help you. Or before you start working your business, like the miracle morning, the being like your grateful list, what you're grateful and thankful for, why do you think we do that in the morning? Why do you think successful people do that in the morning? Because they get more excited about what they have to share. They get more excited about serving others. They get more excited about working their business during their business hours and not being so scattered because they have a freaking mission. And if your mission is powerful enough, You don't, like, guys, you will work your tail off during those business hours so you can unplug during those non-business hours with your family like you're supposed to be doing. I did a post on this yesterday. I'm so passionate about that because I was there. I wasn't unplugging. I've been there, done that, and it sucks. It sucks. You guys are created for so much more, but we have to be intentional with our time. We have to be excited during that time and work your tushies off for this mission in life that we are called to serve people. If we do this and we do it with a grateful heart, abundance and blessings are going to flow out of you guys, and you won't even know what's happening. You'll be like, whoa, people are coming to me. Whoa, look at this. Dude, yes, because you're speaking it out. You're not looking for the red flags everywhere. You're looking for gold ones. You're not looking for the negative everywhere. You're looking for the positive because you're freaking passionate about what you're doing. It all comes together. You're passionate about your business because you found something that you really like. You're in a group, you really like the people. It rolls into your family life. It flows into everything, your health, your wellness, your relationship with your kids. It flows into everything. So that's why I'm saying Beachbody is just a platform, guys. All of these things, you're finding your niche, using what you're going through in your life to help others and serve others. That's why we were created. So Beachbody is just allowing you to do that in such a big way, bigger than you could ever imagine. And that's the coolest part about this. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to end it now. I hope you guys found value in this. I will post my menu. You are welcome to use it. You're welcome to take it, make it your own, whatever you want to do. But it is powerful, and it's even more powerful when you use it and don't just like hang on to it and never talk about it. Okay. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon.